So, how's it going? What's up? I feel like I've seen you somewhere.
Many times, over many years. Yeah,
Exactly.
I think so.
Hey guys, this is my friend Nick Vella. I've known him for literally as long as I can remember. In your in your wedding speech, I said since we were in diapers, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty accurate.
No, that's true. That is true. Very much so.
So, how have you been, man? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yes. Oh, I'm good. Keeping busy, work and play and life. So we're
Such is life now.
that is right.
We went from in school messing around all the time, goofing off, and now we gotta, we still have that balance.
Oh yeah, but it is funny how quick life goes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Every time I see my niece, I'm like, oh my God, I have a niece. She's 4 years old. When did my brother even get married?
Gosh, wow. That is incredible. That's scary, actually. It's what it is. It's scary.
You're married, man. When is
I am a married man, yeah.
When is Nick Vella Jr. coming?
Oh, I don't know. Eventually.
Yeah.
Sometime down the line. But yeah, no, one step at a time. We just got the house. So
which is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was beautiful when we went.
We're breaking it in slowly. Nothing's in boxes anymore, so that's a success.
Nice. That's good. It was beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, we tried to spare no expense in making you guys comfy when you came over.
Oh, dude, I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
The patio, I love the patio.
Yeah, we had to put it ourselves, and so we were.
You put it in. You guys had it wasn't with the house when you got it.
No, not at all. No, it was just like a sloped little grass section there, and so we leveled it and put the patio in. Yeah.
It looks really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next up, a fence in 20 years.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. Let me know.
That's right. Yes.
Point, bro.
That's right. That's right.
A little fire pit, a little fireplace.
But we have a fire pit.
Really? Was it there when we went last time?
It was. Yeah. We just didn't have any firewood.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, I don't
missing one crucial part. But no, we had. It's not a nothing $1,000 whatever much, but that came with the house. Yeah, actually. So
really,
it did. Yep.
You got a fire pit with the house?
We got a grill. We got all the curtains. We got probably a couple $100 in lawn equipment for free.
Really, that's pretty solid.
Oh, they were generous in their donations. The only reason you didn't see the grill is because it blew off our patio in a windstorm.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Everything else has survived, and so it's still a net. No. We're in the green.
Hey, that's what we like to do.
That's right.
We actually see that pretty often in sales, like for home sales, that they'll give some of the stuff because transporting those things takes not only time, but money, and it's inconvenience. So they're just like, hey, we'll just buy it again. We'll give it to the current homeowner and we'll just buy it again. I would never do that. I'll be like, no, I'm taking that shit with me.
That's what the U-Haul is for.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think, so they left the country to go back to I forget where they were from. Somewhere in the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
And I think moving all of that stuff to the Caribbean was probably a little bit much.
And I don't think you would really need a fire pit in the Caribbean.
No,
to be honest,
they're good without it. And so I'm sure they have grills there too that work just fine. So they were like, you know what? Curtains, grill, lawnmower. Yeah, just take it. It's the icing on top of the pretty sweet deal that it was already. So.
Really? It was a solid deal?
Well, the housing market's rough right now, and anything even remotely close to the coast, and my wife and I joke around. I say Milford's a beach town. She says it's not, but we're 10 minutes from the water, and so anything in that area about I think 12 minutes. And so,
what's the closest beach to you?
Slaughter Beach.
Slaughter Beach. I don't think I've ever been there.
Yes, you have, because
excuse me. Thank you.
Talking about knowing each other forever. In third grade, you and I would have taken a field trip to the Slaughter Beach Nature Center together.
No way.
100%. Absolutely. I remember you being there. So
I don't remember being there.
No, we were 7. So you have plausible deniability.
What did we do there?
The facility's that's where my wife works, actually, is at that same
nature
really?
Center. Yep. Oh my God, that's crazy.
So the facilities have been updated, countless times since then. But they have horseshoe crab exhibits and like a nature timeline from, billions of years ago to now.
Okay.
Different little animals. They have a turtle exhibit, and so we just
sounds pretty cool.
It's awesome.
We should check it out sometime.
Oh, I'm already organizing a team bonding experience with my staff for work to go there, and so
that sounds like a good time.
More the merrier coming in. They get programming. Oh yeah, not a sponsor. The state of Delaware is not a sponsor.
We could sponsor you guys.
That's right. There you go.
Courtesy of High Point.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that's awesome. I don't remember this at all, to be honest with you. I'm completely blanking.
But no, nonetheless, this was Miss Kalk and in third grade, and so we were. Oh my gosh, yeah, it must have been 2007, 2008 or so. I mean, it's been almost 20 years now.
To think about, man. It's about like 2028. It's 2 years away.
Oh my god,
20 years from now.
Less than that now. We're into February almost already. So
I don't even know what happened in 2025.
Oh my god, along with the breeze with 2024 and 3 and 2, it was incredible.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I feel like there's before the Common Era and all that, or BC and AD. I've almost been thinking about life recently as like PC and AC pre-COVID and after COVID.
Dude.
It seems like 2020 on has been a very new.
Yeah, everything's different now.
Different and time moves in a different way. So I think about life before and after the
pandemic.
Onset of the pandemic. Yeah. So yeah.
Kids don't get snow days anymore.
Kids don't get snow days.
Go to Zoom class. That's crazy.
Gosh, that what that would have whatever low morale I already had in middle school, that would have killed, I think.
Bro, that is diabolical.
Yeah, I think I fell into the common trope of I didn't really enjoy middle school all that much. I of all of my K through 12 experiences, middle school was on the lower end.
Chipman or Central?
Chipman.
Real
WT Chipman. I mean, just because who likes middle school? Really,
yeah, we're always waiting for high school. That's always the next thing.
That's what it is. Yes, it is.
Elementary school. Oh my god, I can't wait till we get to middle school. Middle school, like, oh my god, when are we going to get to high school?
In fairness, though, I do think things did get a little better with each year. The only problem is, of course, in ninth grade, somebody decided to jump ship.
Yeah, who could that be?
Yeah, I know.
Some asshole decided to go to a different school.
Someone stranded all of his boys, but that person shall remain nameless. But
I did miss you guys a lot, man. Like all the time. I was like, damn, I wonder what those guys are doing.
You clearly made a name for yourself, though, in Caesar Rodney, because by the time we got to the University of Delaware, you already had a hell of a posse surrounding you.
Dude,
I was more than impressed.
I just love talking to people.
It shows.
That's why we're here.
That's right. Yes.
But it was a good time. It was definitely an adjustment going from going to one school district for like my whole life, basically 9 years, and then switching there, not having any friends except Kush. That was the only person I knew there. But once I started making friends, I was like, this is actually pretty nice. Of course, I do miss the OGs at Lake, but, I'll take what I can get. You got to deal with the circumstances that you've been given.
Well, and, I think in a way you were lucky, too, to be dropped in freshman year. If it was like the middle of junior year, that's even worse.
Yeah.
High school, I think, is a time to reinvent in a way. And so being freshman year, you're already starting out with the rest of the people, Hopefully that made it a little bit of a smoother transition for you.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
But no,
there's a lot of people that went to, sorry, I'll let you finish.
We missed you.
Yeah, dude, I miss you guys too all the time. But I think that's what made UD even a great experience, because I saw all of you guys come back, like so many Lake Forest people and so many Caesar Rodney people, and I was like, oh my god, like it's like just like those schools combined. It's like plus extra people.
Well, I still remember the phone call I had with you. It must have been in probably June of 2018. Mm-hmm. Where we just got our housing assignments for UD, and it was a step-by-step process of you and I talking and finding out, wait, you're in South Academy? I'm in South Academy. And, you're in this floor? I'm right above you.
Oh, my God.
I remember us figuring that out, and we were probably just absolutely giddy as could be, man. That was fated. Mm-hmm. I think it was fated. That
was amazing.
Oh, it was incredible.
Being in the same building, I would just go upstairs and be like, hey, what's up, Nick?
I think I would come downstairs is what happened mostly.
Yeah.
Down there.
A little bit of both. I remember coming up there.
Every now and then. Yes.
Dude, so many characters like Frank. I was just thinking about Frank the other day. I wonder how he's doing.
That is almost scary you mentioned that. I thought of Frank this morning.
No way.
And I haven't thought of him at all. I don't think about him.
Yeah.
But I did happen to think about him today.
Oh my God.
I happened to be scrolling through my Snapchat memories, which I don't really go on anymore, but I just reminiscing, memory lane.
Yeah.
And I have a picture of him and I in an elevator for some reason. So I thought about him today. I hope he's well.
I hope he's good.
I hope he's listening right now.
Imagine that. He's like, yo, I'm still alive, guys. Give me on the next episode. I'd be like, hell yeah, Frank.
We can teleconference Frank in.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name? Sun Yukai, I think was his real name.
Yuskai.
Is Yuskai? Okay, Yuskai. That's right.
It's like, why do you go by Frank? was like, I don't know, I just liked it. It's like, okay, that's very different from your name. Like,
Well, I mean, that was a thing. A lot of the
foreign exchange students
would choose a name.
Yeah.
And I was a resident assistant. I had one resident on my floor who came over with his girlfriend, and they chose. They wanted to, their names, I think, to a Western ear would be a little hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to choose quote American names.
Sure.
And boyfriend, girlfriend, they chose, I forget who it was. It was like Justin and Haley for Justin Bieber and Haley.
Oh my God.
So to be boyfriend, girlfriend. So it is it's a fun, I wonder what that was. I've never thought of giving myself a fake name to do a new, I don't know what I would choose. I'd have to think about it. But
I mean, Nick is pretty like...
I got pretty... There's probably a translation for Nick in just about every language.
Plus, it's a short and sweet name, Like, if it's a long name, then I could see why you'd want to shorten it. But Nick, I feel like even if you go to India and you're like, hey, my name's Nick, like, they might have a little accent, but they'll be able to say it.
Easily enough, right?
Exactly.
No, I got the lucky... I got a lucky name. Dying out, but lucky.
I still have to, Padres, it's not too hard to say, but so many times, like Padre... They're like, Roger? And I was like, no, it's Bodri.
Roger.
Like, Bodri? And I was like, no, B-A-D.
Oh, like over the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the like phonetic alphabet comes in.
Exactly. To a point where like sometimes when I answer the phone and I just like when I'm like tired, just like, hey, it's Roger. I'm just like, I don't feel like explaining. Just
go with
say
it.
It's exactly.
We both know who I am, so yeah.
But yeah, man, college was a good time.
Oh my gosh, what is it? They say that's your the best years of your life or so.
Yeah,
and I like to have a bit more of an optimistic view of life.
Absolutely,
but we had a damn swell time, didn't we?
Absolutely,
we really did have a good time.
We met so many awesome people that we're still in touch with today. Somewhat,
very much so. Absolutely. I mean, we still see a lot of the folks pretty on a yearly basis or so, which I think as adults
every few months every few months,
which as adults I think is
that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Especially because now we all have our own lives. It's not just, hey, you're on the floor above me. Let's go hang out this weekend.
Our own lives and new cities, states, countries for some folks. And so, I mean, the miracle of technology that we can still even actually reconnect is incredible. But no, I try to stay in touch with everybody as best I can.
Yeah.
Life gets busy. Sometimes it's harder than others, but
absolutely. There's times where it's just like I get so many notifications, but I just have so much of my own things that I got to take care of. It's like I just ignore it, and I'm like, shit, wait, let me check. Like, there's been so many times you text me, and I'm like, fuck, wait, I need to respond. It's like, wait, he texted me like 2 weeks ago. Let me check it.
I'm this. Well, I mean, you are with your. I mean, an enterprising man, speak of one.
I try. I appreciate that.
I mean, how many companies do you have now? About 20 or 30?
No, dude. One day.
Well, yes. I think it's probably a soon day, but so I can imagine you're busy. I'm busy, but you're the definition of someone held up.
You're a married man, dude. You're in a whole new ballgame. I just got to take care of myself. You got to take care of your family.
Well, that comes naturally. Don't worry about that. But
you're a homeowner. You got to take care of your home.
Well, that was a big transition because before you had a tenant association or the maintenance folks to come in and fix your sink or whatever. But now there's no helpline to call.
If you ever need like anything fixed, or just let us know, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean it's a new house, and so right now we're hopefully kind of riding the high of the new build, but inevitably things will break down, collapse.
That's normal.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and we know that, and so we have some insurance and we have little nest eggs put away just in case for the day when our fridge decides to go by, and so we'll absolutely. But no, we
it's good to be like proactive about those things.
It's a challenge, but it's been a fun challenge to kind of learn how to budget being a homeowner instead of someone renting out an apartment. And so that was a neat
learning experience, right?
Well, yeah, we've been in 1 year now. I say, well, a little over a year now, and so we've seen what one full cycle of a year can bring in the as homeowners, and so it's been neat to kind of go through that and see the learning curve that had to happen. But yeah, it's a fun challenge. So,
absolutely,
and we're very lucky to have one as well. I know
it's beautiful. I'm very happy for you guys.
Thank you. Yes, it was a stroke of luck. pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. We stumbled on it, and everything fell into place at the right time. I mean, it seemed like it was fated almost. So no, we got just super lucky.
You deserve it, bro. Out of all the people, I see you grinding.
Grinding.
You're one of those people that's been working hard for a long time.
Well, I try to. I don't know if it always works out that way.
It's because
I try to.
You have integrity. You always try to do the right thing. And I feel like for people like that, if you're always working hard and you always try to do the right thing, everything will work out. That's how we view things in Hinduism,
Yeah. And I try to do. I burn the midnight oil just like the rest of us. And
absolutely. Sometimes you get no sleep, but it's just how it is. You got to take care of things.
Yeah, that was an adjustment too, I think.
Yeah.
For I don't think that's really how we did things in college, and so
not at all.
It wasn't for me, anyways.
Not for me either, man.
So I mean, that was a new adjustment as well. The kind of finding a working cycle, particularly coming out of quarantine with the pandemic.
That was like so chill. We don't have to do like anything. The classes were so easy. We just attend lectures, and then we just take a few quizzes, just Google the answers.
That was. I mean, they were not prepared to host online classes, nor were we prepared to take them. So I think leniency went both ways.
Yeah, we have like 80-year-old professors that have never used a computer in their life trying to do
and we had, not for us, of course, but, parents of young children, 6, 7-year-olds attending kindergarten, first grade on Zoom. And so I can't even imagine what, the parents and the kids were going through as well. So no, it was a weird time. But
and we're blessed to have like all the technology, computers and all that stuff. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't necessarily have all of the proper facilities. You know what I mean? Like
right in Delaware, of course. Absolutely.
It's definitely a transition for them.
I think it's,
still,
we still don't have, full broadband coverage in the state.
Really?
Adequate broadband coverage to where someone might be able to reasonably attend a Zoom meeting, for instance.
That's insane.
When I think of broadband coverage, my bar for success would be, can you reasonably attend and participate in a Zoom meeting or, a teleconference?
It's a very low bar.
A low bar.
Such a low bar.
But that is the bar because there's still a lot of folks in more rural areas, underserved areas that don't have.
In Delaware.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's freaking ridiculous, man.
More out in the western, more rural farmland
but
area.
Still, like, the way that technology has improved and like where we're at in society, we have the resources, we have the money, we have the manpower. Why do we not solve these problems? It's always pisses me off, man.
Oh,
it always pisses me off.
Like a number of reasons, but yeah, it is unfortunate to see someone. I of course won't name any names, but I had a classmate in high school for us. I don't know how it was over at CR, but in around our junior and senior year of high school, that's when we started getting laptops and things started becoming, essays were no longer handwritten. They're,
it's all
sent
typed
in,
up,
and
MLA format.
Oh, the whole 9 yards, and sent in on a program called Schoology, or, it was like Canva.
Bro, you just gave me PTSD.
Did you use Schoology?
Yeah,
okay,
bro,
I didn't know if that was
man,
a link thing or not. But, I had a friend who lived out in a farm way in the west of Delaware. And when we would have Schoology submissions, he would have to, no, you're fine. He would have to drive into the Harrington McDonald's, connect to their Wi-Fi and submit it because he couldn't submit it at home.
That's ridiculous.
And this was just in 2018. So, I mean.
Jesus. What about like the public libraries and stuff?
Well, I mean, he could have gone there as well, but
McDonald's is probably closer. I would say.
A little closer to him, but my point being is, he lived way out in the sticks, and so it was probably a 20-minute drive for him to submit a paper, whereas I, was in my
just do it from the company. Yeah,
that's right. And so I'm sorry, I cut you off. You were saying?
Oh no, I was just talking about the computers reminded me of Mr. Riley's class. Because I don't know why, it just, we always use those computers in this class and the springs.
Oh my gosh, I think about that with Cameron, you putting that through your finger.
Oh my God.
Mr. Riley about to yank that and
like,
your
no,
finger
Mr. Riley.
Oh my gosh, this is another reason I love conversing with people that, I go way back with. I unearth
you have
these
like
memories.
Shared memories.
and so many that I had forgotten about completely.
Dude, I don't remember the Slaughter Beach trip. I don't remember that at all. I have no idea what you're talking about.
We were 7 years old. You have a little bit of an excuse built in.
Okay, but like in 4th grade, I remember we went to Philly and like it was me, Cameron Jones, and his dad was like our chaperone.
Yep.
And like, I remember my parents gave me some money. They're like, hey, like in case you need to get food or in case you need to like get a gift or something.
Yeah.
Or like, what's it called? A souvenir. So I ended up getting like, I was a dumb kid. So I get like a Slurpee that I didn't even need. And then like the gift I got was like a penny, like one of those pressed pennies where you pay like 50 cents just to get a pressed penny. So you get 1 penny in value back. I was like, bro.
Not a great trade deal.
Yeah.
Well, you got a really shiny oval now with some kind of stamp of the Liberty Bell or something on it.
I don't even know where that is, to be honest.
The penny?
Yeah, I have no idea where that shit went.
Long gone now, I'm sure. Long gone.
I'm sure it's in a parking lot, just like chilling there. Some lucky person
covered in rust and
yeah. They don't make pennies anymore. Did you see that?
The penny is gone. The penny is no more.
Crazy, man.
I probably didn't use that many pennies in my life, I'll be honest. But
it's credit card.
Yeah, it was
or
just paper cash. But no, the
still
penny
just like iconic, like Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln on that penny. Anytime you like see a penny on the ground, like the good luck.
Yeah, if it's like, heads up,
grab
it.
That's
right?
Is that away? Yeah,
that's well, I was talking with somebody the other day. It was funny. I was saying, if you find a penny, check the year and save it. Because if it's a neat year, in 30 years, you'll go on eBay and that'll be worth $1,000 or something. Like, I don't know about that.
I'm about to withdraw my next paycheck with pennies up the back.
That's right.
I know you guys don't use these. But like, can I get them in pennies? They're like, sure, I don't care. We need to get rid of pennies.
That's right. The idea being in 40 years, be a rich man.
Yeah, that's like when the N64 cartridges. You remember Nintendo 64?
Of course, absolutely.
I remember when I was a kid, like my brother was telling me, he's like, yeah, like we should save these because they're going to be an antique one day. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? They're going to be an antique? And now, like, when I see my N64, I'm like, oh my God, like I could actually get like $100, $200 for this.
Oh, maybe more if it's in good condition.
Oh, it's in great condition. I would never do that.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's like, I'm not fucking selling that.
No.
Maybe like 20 years down the line, my kid or my niece could sell it, but like.
But you hold on to it for the...
Not that I'm ever going to play the original Super Smash Bros. And
well, there's like good history there. Yeah, I don't know. And if nothing else, it's, I actually broke into my old GameCube.
No way.
I did the exact one I own. We would have played on when we were 8, 9 years old.
Metal Arms.
Oh, everything. Yeah.
Dude,
I had the same disc and everything.
Really?
It's all original, everything
original.
my
God.
Just to relive some memories. And so, no, I mean,
so many good memories of coming to your place, playing games.
Coming to my place, walking the 20 feet you have to walk.
So me and Nick are actually neighbors. Well, we used to be. Well, which is kind of funny because we started off as neighbors, right? He would live right across from me. And then in college, he was right above me. So we were still neighbors.
Yeah.
So in a way, like...
When you left, so it was actually the fated return of being neighbors. So that was the reunion, really.
I've actually never thought about that.
I don't think I have either, actually. Yeah.
So one of my questions was actually, like, how has your friendship evolved over time? And, I would say that's a pretty, that's one of the ways that it evolved. We went from living right next to each other to being about 3-4 years, minimal, we still text and call, but not going to the same place, not seeing each other every day. We used to have classes together and be neighbors, like after school, we'd be hanging out.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
And it really was. I mean, yeah, I think I still remember the first day I met you. I was actually on a walk with my parents. I
remember that too.
Razor scooter or something like that.
On like the slanted with my slanted driveway.
You're
like palm trees.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. And so it's interesting to think that my God, that was over 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
It was over 20 years ago now. So that's
insane.
That's horrifying.
Crazy. The crazy thing is your dad has not aged a bit. Like,
no.
Not at all. He looks exactly the same as I remember him.
He good genes and probably good exercise. I don't know.
Nah, dude, he's got to be like a vampire. Like, what's he doing?
It's his old Sicilian secret. I think he's got under his sleeve.
He's got to teach me, man. I'm going to be, with my Indian genetics, I'm going to be balding and fat again, I should say, in like 5 years.
I one of those things not like in a vain sense, but I'm always thinking, when am I going to lose my hair? I don't know if I will or not, but...
You should look into minoxidil.
What is that?
It's like a hair growth medication.
Oh, no kidding.
So like you just like kind of rub it into your hair. It's like you get like a little like a squirt dropper thing. You get a dropper and drop it in.
Well, I should say I'm not losing any hair right now. So I mean,
but it's good to prevent it.
Oh, okay. So it can be used in healthy.
I use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I use it as preventative measures because like my grandpa, like my maternal grandpa, he's have you seen his head? It's a little
shiny.
thin.
It's shiny.
A little tiny. Yeah, he could break dance and buff the floor with it. But yeah, preventative measures.
Yeah, of course.
My brother's noticed like hair falling out and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, well, if he's my brother, we basically share the same.
How old is he? How much older is he than you?
He's 8 years older.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I had in my
quite
head,
a gap.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's how old my wife's brother is, actually.
Really?
8 years ahead of her. So no,
Nice. How is she doing?
my wife?
Yeah,
Oh, she's good.
I haven't seen her in a while. Well, since
Probably
the
housewarming. Yeah, no.
Actually, I haven't seen you since the housewarming either.
I was trying to think. Was it the housewarming?
I think so, because we were gonna see each other at New Year's, but you couldn't come.
That's right. Yes. And so I guess it would have been the housewarming. But yeah, no, she's good, working along, same as me, working. Yeah, we both are investing a lot of time into our jobs right now. I mean, I'm still relatively new in my job, so learning the ropes and I'm just trying to make sure I stay on target with success.
Dude, you got this. You will be completely fine, bro. See, one of the things about somebody asked me, like, how could I describe you? Like,
Me?
Yeah, because you're like my oldest friend, literally as long as I can remember. You are probably one of my most versatile friends. Like,
Versatile.
Yeah, dude, like any situation, like, we can have a great time. When it comes to work hard, you can work hard. When it comes to like focusing and being professional, you can be professional. Like in any situation, if I had an emergency, I would totally call you. Like you would be the guy, you're the go-to.
A few weeks ago during Halloween, I was out. I know, unfortunately, you couldn't make it. I think you were, taking care of your family.
Yeah, things have been.
But it must have been, 1 or 2 in the morning. I was in Philadelphia with a good friend of ours, Luke.
I hope he's doing well. I haven't seen him in a while.
He's doing good. I was with him, though, and a few others, Cameron.
Okay.
And
I got to catch up with that guy, man.
Oh, my
It's so hard.
And he lives a little up north, too.
Yeah.
So they both do, actually. But I think we were just after closing time in the bars, and we had been drinking, and so we all independently thought, well, let's call Baudry. It's 2 a.m. And I think Luke called you 2 or 3 times, and you didn't answer.
I remember that.
And then I called you,
like, the fuck is Luke
and then you
calling?
picked right up. And the look on Luke's face was like, damn.
No, so I remember that.
But
I was watching a show, and I was like, why is Luke calling me? Like, well, it like missed a few times. And then like the last time he called, I see it on my phone. I was like, Luke's calling me? Oh, and I go to answer it and it doesn't answer in time. And then I see you call. I was like, okay, they all have to be in the same place.
There's no way.
I was like, there's no way that this is just like
independent.
Yeah. So like, I was like, all right, let me talk to Nick. And he's like, yeah, I'm with Luke. And like, I was like, oh my God. All right, well, I guess I don't have to call Luke.
That one's taken care of.
Yeah. He's probably pissed at me, but
no, we were all having we had just watched the end of the World Series. We were all having a good time.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. We watched Toronto get their asses handed.
Oh my God.
In Philly. It was a sad day.
Oh wait, are you a Blue Jays fan?
For that World Series, I was.
Okay. I was about to say, like, you might have to get out, Nick. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm just joking.
Philly sports for me.
Okay, good. I thought we were about to have some problems.
No, I keep it local.
Yeah, as you should.
That's right, yeah. Philly's is, a second home, I suppose. It's not far away.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have any teams here, I feel like do you think one day we'll have our own sports teams?
In Delaware?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't.
Either, bro. Like we have the NASCAR,
we have Dover Downs, the NASCAR track.
The one thing I could see is, the NASCAR track is obviously a circle, right? Mm-hmm. So what is inside? I've never watched a NASCAR race, to be honest, but like what is on the inside of the track?
Like the dead center?
Yeah.
It's grass, and they have all the facilities. So that's where they, park the cars when they're not, when they're getting ready, when they're buffing them and getting them ready. Yeah. They have the pit crews in there. They have the TVs. It's all the logistics and operations for the event is kind of how headquartered in the center of the track.
Okay. So could you see like one day in the future that they use that center part of the track for like a sport, like, baseball or football or whatever it may be?
Oh,
it's a stretch, but like I could see them doing that.
Well, I don't know how big that area is. I'd have to, I don't even know how big like a reg baseball field is, but I don't know how big that centerpiece is.
I've never seen it, to be honest.
And I do think there are buildings on it to like garages to house cars and things.
Okay.
But I guess it's possible. Well, we have the turf. We have the Delaware turf for all the soccer tournaments. And
Oh yeah, like
there are
by
national,
like Milford, right?
Yep.
That's actually amazing. It's great.
And international tournaments are played there.
That's amazing.
And so, we do have that. But
it's a great step in the right direction because we need, we have a lot of athletes. We have a lot of talent. We need a place that those talented people can actually be seen,
without going to
another
Baltimore,
state.
Philly, without leaving, right?
Exactly.
Foster. But folks come from all over the country to play in that
Really?
turf. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, well they have a few hotels in the area, so they accommodate. But yeah, no. So but I think that's probably as close as we'll get to a pro sports team right now.
No, bro, we'll make it happen. the downtown development projects that we have for Dover, they have, I think, I've heard billions of dollars in funding, right? Billions. If they want to grow, they need the people's support behind them. Mm-hmm. What better way to get the people's support, or the people's support, than have like a team, right?
Something to rally behind. Sure,
absolutely,
yeah. I don't know. I guess they'd have to find the where to house everything, the stadium, and
leave that.
Yeah, that's right. Let the masterminds work. But yeah, if there was a petition, I'd be first in line to sign.
Let's make it happen.
That's right.
I actually know somebody, a little. I can't say keep it on the DL because we're recording, but I know somebody that's very interested in making a very large entertainment venue next to Dover Downs. I think it's Bailey's now or Bally's now?
Bally's, yeah.
Bally's. Yeah, I don't really, I'm not a big casino guy. I try to say, I like playing blackjack, but like, that's more like, on my phone or things like that.
The apps, yes.
Yeah, I would be down to go, like, if you guys want to do a trip and we could do a little blackjack or something, but it's not really my vibe.
Well, I just know because we host a lot of conferences at their conference center. So,
is it nice?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, so it's not all just a casino. They have office facilities and conference center stages and all that. Okay. So that's the only reason I know. I'm not a casino guy either.
Yeah, I'm not trying to lose my money. The house always wins, man.
They like it that way.
I have a friend that got married there. It was actually very beautiful. It was an Indian wedding too.
No kidding.
Yep.
No, that's interesting. I have a coworker who was telling me about his an Indian wedding he attended at Bally's once upon a time. I don't know if it's possible.
It is very possible.
Because I've never heard of any other Indian weddings at Bally's.
Really?
Who knows?
To be honest, I don't know what other venues, like when I'm thinking local, that would probably be the closest venue. If somebody lives in Dover, that'd be a good place to do a wedding.
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, you're going to probably have to go to Wilmington or out of state.
Yeah, Jersey has a lot of good places for Indian weddings.
That's
pretty far.
Oh, yeah. Well, for us, that would be minimum, like an hour and a half, 2 hours or so?
I think it's like 2 hours to get to the main venue. I forget the name. I think it's like something Albert Palace or something, but it's like it's pretty far.
Okay, yeah.
So for local people, it'd be a lot more convenient to just go to Bally's or Bally's.
Absolutely, and they have Bally's.
Yeah. And they have. Why'd you change your name, bro?
Dover Downs.
It was so much easier.
Rest in peace, Dover Downs. I've only been for work events, but it works for our needs. I can imagine they could fit a pretty nice wedding in there.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful.
But yeah, so if you're a local person, I think that'd probably be a good venue spot.
It was a solid venue.
Yeah,
very nice. Nothing beats Indian weddings, though.
I've heard that it's a bit of an affair.
Well, hopefully you'll see. Well, not an affair. Come on.
a bit of the festivities are a bit more extensive.
It's a great time.
Am I wrong in saying that?
So, okay. So I have actually never been to an American wedding until I went to Nick's wedding. I think it was 2 years ago?
Yes.
That's crazy to think of.
Yeah, that's insane. That's actually insane.
Yeah. So my expectations, I was like, I've seen so many Indian weddings. I don't know what I'm supposed to expect here. Like, I know Indian weddings are like multiple days, 4 to 5 days. Mm. American weddings are just like a day or two max. So I was like, all right, it's going to be something, like the only reference that I have is like what's in movies and TV shows with like, they go into church, they walk down the aisle, and then they just dip.
Well, to be fair, that was also the only reference I had. The only American wedding I had been to was mine.
It's great.
You're not alone.
So your wedding was the first of, for you.
It was both of our first American weddings.
But it was a great time, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, we put a lot of heart and effort into it.
It was
we tried to make it.
And it shows. We all had an amazing time.
Yeah,
me and Shamar talk about this all the time. It was like one of our top weekends.
Oh, wonderful.
Dude, it was so much fun.
and you were best man, so at your first American wedding, you had a pretty heavy role thrust upon you.
It was crazy. I was like, the first time I've been to an American wedding, I have to give a speech.
You're speaking.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Dude, I remember when me, Cam, Ari, Shamar, we're all changing, and Luke, we're all changing, and meanwhile, Cam was like, go over your speech. I want to hear it one more time. I was like, bro, I'm literally getting my pants on. You want to hear my speech? So I was like, all right, shit. All right, let's go. I'm like freaking out because I'm like, damn, I want to do a good job.
Yeah,
this
of course.
Is one of my closest friends. I want to,
Well, and you rocked it, of course.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. But I'm like, I gotta nail this. I want it to be funny. I don't want to be too obnoxious, but, I also want to have the emotional side of it too. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think you captured both very well.
Thank you so much, bro. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I'm glad that you liked the speech. And two, I'm glad that you also had a great time, bro.
I did.
Oh my God, it was awesome.
And so with that, tell me about how does an Indian wedding compare? That was the only thing I knew, is that it's like 4 or 5 days per my coworker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a longer event.
Oh yeah, a lot more rituals, a lot of cool events too. There's the wedding and then the reception, but then before that, it starts I think 3-4 days before. So there's what's called the Sangeet Sandhya, which is there's basically people, your cousins, or even the bride and groom can also, do a little dance performance. But generally it's cousins or family members, or people do a dance performance. Everybody watches.
Oh, cool. Right. Are these all at the same location or different areas? Or
So you can do the same venue, and it doesn't really matter because every event, they decorate it super, you're not even going to notice.
Oh, so it's very distinct from each.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
because it's outside. Right? So it's
they're outside.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there's a lot of heavy decoration and stuff. For example, the last Indian wedding I went to was my cousin's.
Mm.
It was, I think, a year or two ago. It was actually 2 months after your wedding. So it was 2 years ago.
So you had some experience.
Yeah. So the one event, which was the Sangeet Sandhya, and there was another one, it's Haldi, I forget the rest of the name. But basically they put this turmeric sandalwood paste on the bride and groom. And it's supposed to be good for your skin, gives you radiant skin, just to make them look good for the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
It's a tradition, right? So they did both of those at the same exact place, but you would not even realize that.
Really? Because it's just because of the decor being
everything. In the morning we go for the sandalwood paste stuff, and then in the evening we go for the Sangeet Sandhya. Night and day difference.
So is it on the family to deconstruct and then make it different, or is it the venue people do it, or who are the movers and shakers?
So there's wedding planners that just take care of all that stuff. They make it painless. They'll take care of A to Z, all that stuff, the food. My parents are a little bit more hands-on.
Yeah,
so
sure.
for my brother's wedding, they did a little bit more active role and making sure the food was good, making sure the venues were good.
Right.
But you can get planners that take care of all that stuff.
Right. So you're not worrying about it then?
No, yeah. Well, they were worried about it. My parents were spazzing out, bro.
Oh, I bet they were.
They were freaking out.
Yeah, my parents were very hands off with ours. They kind of let us.
Well, because you have really good planning,
yeah. Well,
and Melina too. You guys are really good at making sure things are dialed in.
Well, and of course that's not to say that our RK wouldn't be, but it just that it was just a different style, different approach, and that we were kind of left to our own devices, which is what we preferred and wanted, and so.
And, my brother is he was, I think he finished med school, but he was practicing doctor. I think he was on his residency. So for him, I'm not trying to deal with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I can totally see, I wouldn't want to.
No, my God, if you can take something off the guy's plate, then do it.
Absolutely. And my parents are very particular, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted everything to be, dialed in, good time for everybody, all the parties.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the aim is a one and done. That's the one for your life, so you better make it count.
Absolutely.
So I understand. I understand wanting to get everything picture perfect. Absolutely.
100%. And it's also you not only does it have to be good for your family, but, there is a certain aspect of not showmanship, but like it needs to be good for the guests too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Everybody needs to have a good time.
You don't want to, leaving a sour taste in people's mouths saying, oh, not that anyone would do that.
Yeah.
Not that anyone would do that, but, I think the aim is to, make it as enjoyable as it is for anybody else. It's your day, but you're sharing it with all these people. You might as well extend the value of that to them as well.
100%.
Which is what we tried to do.
Oh, dude, you succeeded, man. It was a great time.
Thank you.
I still remember, I put my hand on your shoulder. I was like, I don't know what to do. You're like tearing up a little bit, and I was like, oh my God, this is the first time I've seen Nick emotional. Let me just put my hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, I guess my Irish is kicking in most of the time, and then finally I let it out.
Yeah, no, it was a great time. It was emotionally we were all crying.
Yeah,
and you started tearing up. I could hear Cam behind me and Shamar. Shamar's like, oh my God, this is actually really it's getting to me. I was like, yeah, bro, it's a big event.
That's what my parents said. They were my mother in particular said they were very, very impressed to see a bunch of 23-year-old men standing in front of 200 people crying.
Yeah, dude,
very impressive.
I was like, I've never seen half these guys cry. But yeah, it was a great time.
We had some positive masculinity going on.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It was a big day for our friend, our close friend.
So, no, we think we rocked it.
If you're not shedding tears, does it really mean?
What are you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
In your speeches, your vows. Oh my God. After hearing your and Melina's vows, that really got to us.
Yeah, they were, literally handwritten in little books that we still have in our bedroom.
Oh, that's actually
displayed. And so, yeah, we hand wrote them, I think probably 3 or 4 weeks before the wedding itself. And so, we did everything in a very particular way. Very different, I think, than an average Indian wedding.
Oh, dude, it's very different.
But it worked for us.
It was a great time. It was still one of my, I would say it was probably one of the best weddings I've went to. If not the best wedding I've went to. But I can't say that because I have a brother that got married.
Yeah.
So, but those two are tied.
I'm honored.
At my brother's wedding, it was I don't want to, be too, my dad actually told me, he was like, why aren't you getting more involved? I was like, well, because, it's my brother's day. I don't want to be, the guy that's getting, I don't want to take the attention off of them because it's their day. So I just, chilled in the background.
So, what was did you have a role?
So,
roles?
Helping out with things, if the guests had any issues, help them out if they're looking for something, taking care of my grandma, which is easy stuff, it's
right.
Naturally, well, not naturally, I guess now I'm used to it. So it's if my grandparents are with me, I'm just going to make sure hey, are you guys okay? Do you guys need something?
Yeah, of course.
Just checking on them. And then for my brother, there's just stand next to them. You don't really have to do much. You literally just stand next to them, while they're on the stage and doing the rituals. And I'm like, oh my God, my ADHD's kicking in, bro. I can't just stand there.
Need to sway or do something.
So I'm just helping out my grandparents, checking on them because they're in the audience.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm just walking around doing my thing. And my dad's like, you got to come up here. Your brother's getting married. I was like, yeah, but I don't want to just stand there.
Yeah, just be the, mannequin with a happy couple.
Yeah, everybody's watching me.
So there was no you weren't assigned a ceremonial billet or any a role per se. In other words, best man or I'm not familiar with the.
We don't really have stuff we do. There was a few things that I was involved in, especially when they bring them into the actual venue. I'm with him on the carriage.
Oh,
so they bring him in on a horse-drawn carriage, and I'm next to him.
No kidding. Oh, cool.
Yeah, but again, all of those things are very. They do it. I'm just sitting there,
Right.
The priest is the one that's doing all the rituals. It maybe if you ask me hey, hold this, do that. Okay,
I'll hold this coconut.
Yeah. But aside from that, your wedding, it's we were more hands-on.
Yes.
Give the speech. We're in the little pool clubhouse.
Oh yeah.
Playing around. Making sure you were all right. You disappeared for hours.
I did. Well, I had a lot of people's hands to shake.
I'm sure.
A lot of rounds to make. But no, yeah, we tried to make it pretty as easy on you guys as possible. But I know, yeah, we asked a lot of each of you.
No. It was not only easy on us, but it was also very similar to Indian weddings, it was very involved. When my brother got married at the individual events prior to the actual wedding ceremony, we are more involved. We have to do a performance and we're next to him, next to, whichever family member you're close with, right?
Yeah.
So you're like around them, making sure that they're all right. And like you're on the stage and like you are more involved.
Yeah.
But the actual wedding day, you're less so involved, right?
Just because it's about them and
Yeah, and like the rituals going on.
Right. Okay.
Versus for your wedding, it's like, I'm right next to you.
Oh, yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to give the speech afterwards. And I was like, oh my God.
Were you nervous?
Oh, yeah.
It's an honest question, but
I was nervous a little bit, but I love just talking.
Yeah.
So like in the public, like if I have to give a speech, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
I'll totally give it. I feel like I'm at a point where I'm pretty confident. If I need to say something, I'll totally do it.
Yeah.
If somebody needs somebody to speak up, I'm your guy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's rare. I think that's a rare outlook.
Bro, that's you. What are you talking about, Mr. President?
Well, rare nonetheless, I think. But
that's true. One day, Mr. President, Vice President, let's make it happen.
Ticket. That's right. That's right.
But yeah, it doesn't make me nervous. What makes me nervous is messing up while I'm giving the speech.
Yes.
Talking in front of a crowd, that's no big deal. Who cares? I make a mistake, I can just fix it. Like, there's so many times that, like, if you misspeak, you can easily just fix that by just, like, ignoring it or, like, there's a bunch of different ways to get over it. If you, like, get stuck on it, you're like, oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you make it a deal, people will notice. But
exactly.
If, press on, become
nobody has
more hidden. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And so I think it's just those kind of cues you have to pick up and learn as you get experience doing those things, and you'll read audience feedback. And it
do you need anything like any soda or any like water or green tea or coffee or anything?
Sure. Yeah, you finished up. You want to grab something?
Yeah, let's take a little break.
All right.